Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. I am ecstatic to present this workshop to you. I hope by utilizing this presentation, I could see many distinguished Toastmasters from buddies. I'm going to share my presentation. If you can't see, please let me know. Just 1 second, I'm just sharing. Keep your questions till the end, then I will answer all your questions. Can you see my presentation? Thank you. Distinguished Toastmaster is the ultimate goal for every Toastmaster. To become a distinguished Toastmaster, you need to take some steps. I am going to explain all the things that you need to complete so that you can become a DTM. As you are aware, the pathways was introduced in 2017, and the old, I would say old educational program is going to stop from June 2020. This is the last year to complete the DTM on the old track. I am not sure anybody is there from our club on the old track, but I'm just showing it to you so that if there is anyone who is still pursuing the old curriculum, must complete the Distinguished Toastmaster by June 2020. After that, there is no extension. To become a DTM in the old track, you need to complete ACG and ALS. But if you have started now, you can never become a DTM on the old curriculum. The fastest person who is on the way to DTM is in our club, sitting here as a timer, who has completed this within 2 to 2.5 years. Now let us go to the pathways, which is the path that every one of us has signed. This is the current curriculum. I am going to show you what are the things you need to complete to become a DTM on the new path or the pathways. Once you become a member, you need to complete 2 paths, each path having 5 levels. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. You have completed 1 path. Then you sign up for another path, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So 2 paths are completed. Once you complete 2 paths, you need to take a DTM project, A DTM project you can start when you complete the level 2 of the second path. Why, I will tell you. The DTM project takes at least 6 months. They are saying it has to be some benefit to a club or to an organization or anything. You have to make sure that you fulfill the objective of the DTM project. That is a DTM project. So these are the educational sessions. I will call this as the educational criteria to become a DTM. Just telling you, there are so many chats. I can't see the chat. If there are any questions, keep it to the end, then I will answer all your questions. I am not able to read your chat because I put it in the full-blown presentation mode. Once you are doing the education session, in parallel, you can also do your leadership. For leadership, as a club officer, you need to complete 1 year, either as a 1 year, like a VPE, VPPR, treasurer, secretary, or president, or 2 6 months, because some of the online clubs follow 6 months officer role. So you can do 2 6 months also, that is permitted. In total, you should have 12 months of club leadership. The next one is a tricky one. I will tell you why. You need to complete a district officer for 12 months. If you are only online Toastmaster, district U, okay, unrestricted, you do not need this. But the moment you join an in-person club or a districted club once in your lifetime, then you need to complete this role. There is no exception. You cannot say, I joined a Toastmaster club in China, that is past, now I am becoming only online Toastmaster. They will not take it. Once you have signed up any districted club, you need to complete this role. For example, I'm taking a new member, Jamie. Let us say Jamie has only joined Buddies. Then you don't have to do this role. But if Jamie has taken a club in her hometown, then she has to do this district officer. No questions. Afterwards, even if you quit, you cannot escape from that. That has to be done. Then you need to complete club sponsor or a speech coordinator or a youth leadership. I'm going to explain this role. What is a club sponsor? What is a speech craft? What is a youth leadership? I will explain you in the next slide. But that has to be completed. That is one role. These are all leadership roles which makes you as a great leader in the community as well as in your Toastmaster club. If you see that club leadership is in your leadership, district leadership is in the district, this club sponsor or the thing is in the community, and the last one is a club mentor or a club coach, you are providing value to another club. This way, you are trained in your educational system, in providing leadership to your club, in providing leadership to your district, in providing support to another unhealthy club. Also, you are going to excel and you are also going to contribute to the world. This is a tentative, the same slide, I just put it in the timeline. This is shared by Toastmaster. They predict the DTM takes 2 to 4 months. Okay, 2 to 4 years. 2 to 4 years. They were changing, they were putting originally 4 years, but then they see very ecstatic Toastmaster like Tricia, so they changed it to 2 years. Earlier it was only 4 years. Once again, this is not required for undistricted club. Now I'm going to move this explaining the various role of Toastmaster once again. A sponsor, Trisha, you don't have to hold it. I saw that green. Thank you. I will manage. A club sponsor is like a salesman. He does the job before a club starts functioning. Okay? This is like a salesman. Suppose you want to start a club, new club. Let us say Rahul wants to start a club in Norway, or Khadija wants to start a club in Jordan. They will recruit, they will talk to the community and get 20 members, at least 20 members, and then they fill some forms. Make sure they pay the charter fee of $125. They make sure they fill the correct form, submit it to the Toastmaster International, and then get a new club started. Then the role ends there. But trust me, being a sponsor is a very tough job. It is going to take a lot of time. You have to. It is going to be difficult to convince 20 members to join the club that you wanted to start. It requires a lot of preparation time. I tried to sponsor a club. It took me 6 months to start a club. The club mentor is the person, once the club is started, once the club is new, join them and then help them for 6 months, the first 6 months. Let us say, this is where the difference between the sponsor and mentor comes. Sponsor starts a club. Once the club is, let us say, like buddies, your new Toastmaster club is started. Your mentor is appointed, who is an experienced Toastmaster. He or she guides the club for the first 6 months, telling how to do the Toastmaster club, how to create table topics, how to do everything. And then they make sure that the process is followed. That is a club mentor role. Then there is a club coach. Club coach is appointed by the district. Then if you have a club which is less than 11 members and which is less than 12 members, 11 members or less, and if the club is unhealthy, then the club, the district appoints you as a club coach. Okay? The club coach makes sure they work with the club, and your role is there for 2 years or when the club becomes distinguished. The final is a youth leadership program. If you have a lot of kids, let us say mostly what the parents will do, the Toastmaster parents, when their kid is say 8th grade or 9th grade, they will formulate many 9th graders and start a youth leader program. You need to have 25 students. You need to start this program at least for 2 months. This is to educate the younger ones to become professional Toastmasters. Those are the roles. So you, once again, I'm just going to tell you before I close, for the leadership, you need to be a club officer, you need to be a district officer, you can choose a club sponsor or a speech coordinator or a youth leadership, and a club mentor and a club coach. These are the requirements for a DTM. I'm going to share this presentation to you all. I want every one of you to be successful, and I am ready for questions now.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
I have a couple, but I'll try to ask a few, maybe just one now. So for the district officer role, do you have some examples of things that we would need to do, like practical things? I honestly, I don't know what a district officer do. I've been to district meetings, and I know there are some people organizing workshops and doing things like that, but like, what are the roles that you can fill as a district officer? Yeah, district officer roles are all nothing like a workshop. You have to be an area director or a division director or a district director, club growth director, and the program quality director. There are some roles like a financial officer also for a district, but the district may decide that is a credited position or uncredited position. You need to be very cognizant and make sure that you get the districted position. And Trisha, thanks to Trisha has given that. Trisha, please include the division director also. So those roles, it is very hard to get, because I will tell you the reason. Some district is very easy, especially some district is very hard to get because you need to fight an election to win that. It is going to be very difficult if we are in an Asian country like China, because one of my friends tried 3 or 4 years to become an area director. It was very difficult. Whereas in some district in Canada, it is open, nobody is willing to take the position. So you should be trying for that position where it is available. But best option for you is stay with undistricted club, so you don't have to do the role. Otherwise, you have to travel and move to another city. Yeah, correct. So say, for example, if you take a California, I think you are in the West Coast. If you are in California, the area director location is around 80 miles everywhere. It is an 80-mile radius. You will be traveling to other clubs and promoting that.
So that is going to be time consuming. That is going to be very difficult for you to complete all the formalities.
Kannan, I have a simple question.
Yep.
Is there a time limit to the DTM recognition? I mean,
No.
no. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as I feel comfortable with my pace, it could take me 10 years to become a DTM. Is that right?
If you are progressing normally, okay, you can become a DTM in 5 to 6 years. If you are progressing normally, 5 to 6 years is the thing. But there are people who have been in Toastmaster for 17 years, still not become a DTM. There is no time limit. It is up to you. You can pace your own way, however it is. There are some people who took the DTM just like that in 2.5, 3 years. I took it for first 4 years, 4.5 years, 4 years, I think. So it depends on the individual.
Do I have to be paid member all the way through in order to become a DTM?
Yes. yes and no, because afterwards it is very difficult to get the record. Suppose if you don't pay it, okay, you go and after say 2 years, I say that I want to get that old membership. If the TI is able to track your membership number and the progress, they will allow you to continue. But if they cannot track you, that membership number and your progress, they will say no. So in short, best is to pay as a member.
Okay, let's imagine this. I joined Buddies last year, but I want to take a rest from it next year, and I want to resume. I want to start it again the year after. So I might still be able to be eligible for DTM.
Yes, you can. No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Basically, there is no problem. As long as you hold your membership number, your progress, and all your record safely, no problem.
Okay.
So you don't lose the records that you had, right? Like no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because why I'm saying is there is one gentleman in Peru, Lima, Peru. I am trying to help him to become a DTM. He lost all the records for 10 years. So now it is very difficult to build a record. If you have the record and if you have your membership number and if you are away for some reason, you can say that you will get back all the things. Make sure that you have the record of everything, that whatever you have achieved. There is no problem.
So who is responsible for keeping the record? The Toastmasters International?
Yeah, Toastmaster International is an organization who are supposed to keep the record. But think that it is you. You are the Toastmaster. You need to keep yourself all the record.
Okay. So the record includes what? The record includes your membership number?
Membership number, all your educational achievement. If you are a district officer, when did you serve the district, what and when? And if you are a club officer, when and what duration, everything. So you keep tab of everything. I want to share what I do. Okay, I will do it later. I always keep a spreadsheet of all my progress, whether it is a speech or anything. I keep a tab of that. Before the next question, I will try to share if there are any other questions. I think Trisha, you have any question?
Yes, actually, I have a question. So I'm now working towards my Pathways DTM, and
yes.
I'm preparing to do a speech craft next month. I
yes.
saw for youth leadership that there was a minimum requirement. Is there a minimum requirement of students for a speech craft?
Yes, there is a minimum requirement for speechcraft also. You have to have 4 to 10 sessions. Minimum is 4, maximum is 10. and you need to make sure each session is at least 2 hours. If you are using 4 sessions, at least 2 hours. And then you need to welcome other speakers to speak. As a matter of fact, Tricia, I am also having just starting a speechcraft session.
Right, yeah, I knew about the timeline, but as far as how many students are attending, is there a requirement, minimum requirement as to how many students are attending?
There is no minimum requirement.
Okay.
You need to make sure many
I was like,
speakers are there.
maybe I missed that. I was like, well, I know there's 12, but it's like, maybe I need to find more. I don't know.
Yeah, speechcraft, there is no minimum requirement. You can start it, to my knowledge. Whereas a youth leadership, you should have minimum 18 to 25. 18, I think. 18 is the 25.
Yeah, these are all adults, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
You mentioned that a member who wants to be a DTM also should be a sponsor, a club mentor, or club coach, right? So either of them will satisfy the qualification for the Toastmaster, right? Either one.
No, if you are, for one is a sponsor, one is a club sponsor, you need to start a club, or you, like Tricia did, you can do your speechcraft, which is once again a leadership program or a youth leadership program. And that is one criteria, one of the requirements. Then the second requirement is you can be a club mentor or a club coach. To become a club coach, you need to go through via your district. If it is undistricted club also, TI will assign you a club coach position where they have lesser than 11 members. Okay, you can't do it on your own. Otherwise, you will not get the credit.
Oh, I see. So, I mean, the member should be, it's a mandatory for, to be sponsor, club sponsor.
Yeah, membership is, you have to be a Toastmaster member, and if you start a club, you have to have a minimum 20 members.
A sponsor and a mentor or a club coach.
No, sponsor, I'm going to show you. Okay, I will share it again.
Okay.
Sorry. I will circulate this to everyone. Okay. You need to be a sponsor. That is one position. Sponsor or speechcraft or youth leadership. This is one. Okay. This is called outside role, club extension role.
One out.
And then you have a club. Hello?
Yes.
And then you have a club mentor or a club coach.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you very much.
See, if you see that presentation, each is a requirement. Education is a requirement. Leadership is a requirement. District leadership is a requirement. Club extension is a requirement. Club support is a requirement. All these are requirements. You need to complete all those things. And a DTM project.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'll stop sharing. Yeah, any question? Any other question?
I think I have a last one. So when you talked about becoming a club mentor or a club coach, how do you get approved? Let's say I want to be a coach or a mentor for buddies. Who do I need to talk to, and what do I need to be qualified?
Okay. You cannot become a club coach for a buddies membership. Why? I will tell you. A club coach can be assigned only if you have a lesser than 11 members. Second, you are a buddies member. You will not be assigned as a club coach for buddies. You will be assigned to another club. Because if you are here as a member, you yourself can guide the club. The club coach is a person who is going to guide another club which is unhealthy, which has 11 members or less. So you will use your expertise and help some other club to become a distinguished club.
Oh, okay. So you cannot be a member and at the same time be a coach or a mentor. Gotcha.
Correct. And a club mentor is only when a club is started. Okay, the first 6 months of a new club. You cannot be a club mentor to an existing club. The club mentor role is only for a new club, first 6 months, where you will be establishing all the procedures and processes.
Okay. Last question. Do you choose the club or are you assigned, or do you have a list of options for the clubs that you can pick?
For example, it is both, guess. I will tell you. Let us say I found a club in Peru which requires a club coach, okay? And I also know guest wants to be a club coach. I will connect you to that club so that you can become a club coach for that. So it requires a lot of rapport also. If you don't know anybody, you can ask TI and TI will assign you somebody, okay? But it is all through rapport only.
Last question, I swear. So if I wanted to be a club coach or mentor for a club like down in Brazil or in Australia, can I be, and like never physically going to visit the club? Can that also happen?
Now, previously no. Now the TI is allowing to have an online coach. Okay, if your club is willing to accept an online coach, you can do that.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, thank you.
Yes. If anybody wants to become a club coach, let me know. I will try to get somebody assigned for you all. And if you want to sponsor something, if you need some help to fill the forms, I can guide you. I can help you. I want to help everyone to be successful, and I will be more happy. Instead of me becoming a DTM, I want to help others to become DTM also. So maybe after 2 years, when Timmy or Khadija become a DTM, I will be more happy. Trust me.